The emerging economies from Africa, Asia and the Middle East. The next frontier of global trade and commerce. Africa's collective GDP is estimated to reach $2.6 trillion in 2020, as against $1.6 trillion in 2008. Asia's share in world GDP would be 43.2%, as against 35.7% in 2005. Asia Pacific will account for more than 25% of global GDP in nominal dollar terms and as much as 45% of global GDP in PPP terms. By 2020, the Asia Pacific could account for about 1/3 of world trade. By 2020, 5 emerging economies will constitute the list of world's top 10 largest economies, 3 of them featuring in the top 5 largest economies. Every century sees the emergence of a new economic superpower. The 21st century has turned the tide towards the emerging economies from Asia and Africa. There is no conclave which brings together thought leaders to address issues and create solutions to sustain and augment growth of emerging economies. The genesis of FOFM is based on this very fact. FOFM, the annual flagship summit of the Financial Technologies Group, sees participation from eminent thought leaders of the global financial markets.
The emerging world has opened the window of hope and confidence. Major economies like China and India have emerged unscathed. Economic pundits assign this surprise to stronger financial system, and that's what is very evident. 2002 and 2010, notwithstanding the likes of volatility which we have never seen, the numbers that have gone down and gone up, not a single broker in India has defaulted, and settlement systems in India have worked as in the copybook.
The intense sessions at FOFM is followed by very colorful theme evening, which brings to the fore the enthusiastic lighter side of these global thought leaders. The event format and execution was keenly admired by the industry leaders, who have pledged their support to FOFM and lived by their word ever since.
And I must say I'm quite impressed. I was not really expecting this to be so well organized and so well, such a great discipline the way the proceedings have been conducted, and the wealth of information that gets thrown up during the discussions. It's truly amazing.
The efforts that the organizers have put in to this whole conference is very clearly visible. And even the selection of the topics and the subjects and the way they are conducted is extremely interesting and topical.
I think is very good, particularly the focus on emerging markets. As you see, most of the areas that are covered are emerging markets themselves, and is good South-South cooperation. And the FTIL group is leading that process. I don't think that anyone else in this particular area is doing something exactly similar.
New trends for new markets in the future. So I think it was interesting to not have just a specific focus on the Indian market, which is obviously still very relevant, but also having a perspective on other emerging markets.
I was very impressed by the wide expanse of experience and the background on which these participants people spoke, were drawn from, and many of them were excellent in their presentations. I think they came up with a lot of new ideas.
I think the most important thing was inclusion of everybody, inclusion of everybody's viewpoints, and getting both the yin and the yang on both sides. So bringing that together and then coming up with a new concept. So it brings out all the issues, all the challenges, and of course makes them into opportunities.
A vast group of people who are interested in the financial markets future from a wide range of countries. So the breadth of opinion has been truly fascinating.
First, an excellent group from international world has been collected at this forum. And the management of discussions is very well organized.
Thanks to the strong support of the financial industry, FOFM has grown on from being just a leadership summit to a brand comprising initiatives such as FOFM Research, a collation of research reports by the FOFM Research Desk and external research reports on the financial markets domain. FOFM Research came out with the Indian Financial Market Reforms Report. FOFM Community, Financial Markets Community Platform for Collaboration and Innovation. FOFM Community facilitates blogging, creation of forums, and also provides a rich repository of financial markets information. FOFM Alliances, formidable associations to help shape the future of global financial markets. Into its third year now, FOFM 2011 is a congregation of 300 global leaders and 70 eminent speakers from over 10 countries across the globe, with discussions centered on key issues and challenges towards shaping the future of global financial markets. We thank you for your unflinching support in helping us establish brand FOFM as the Davos of the global financial markets.